What is up, Need for Speed racers? It is I, your wheelman, Alex Cornnut, and we are here today with the Subaru WRX STI Hawkeye Edition off-road build. We've got a content update coming soon. Off-road races are coming. I don't know what those are going to look like. In my heart, I feel like lower top speed, lots of horsepower and torque is going to be the way to go. But because they might be a little longer races, I don't know what to expect. So this is a build that I already had for the grip version, which is a very, very good car. We've taken it, we've converted it to off-road, added a few other parts, and got it dialed in as good as I could for off-road racing. There's no off-road racing in the game right now, so I went crashing and thrashing, driving in some of the other dirt areas just to kind of get a feel for it. This felt very good. Ran lakeside, tested some other engines and stuff with this car. This is the best I can get out of this car with the current configuration that I would build for. That being said, if the update drops and all those tracks don't have a lot of top speed, we might pivot and go to a lower top speed, more horsepower, more torque style of building. When the update drops, I'm going to be going hard. Myself, Nil, the lab crew, we are going to have builds going for all of the off-road races, all of the cop challenges and stuff. Basically anything that we can get into, if we can optimize a build for it, we're going to do that. The guys have already started optimizing builds for specific tracks. We are going to dive into this deep and give you the best tools for anything that you could possibly need in the game. So stay tuned, follow, like, and subscribe if you haven't. Stay in touch with what we're doing here because it's going to be the most legit content around. There is an embargo that just lifted with all the EA Creator Network guys. So the Maybach is coming. It's the new car. I've got it right here. Let me show you that. It's the Maybach Series S. I don't have any of the Need for Speed pictures of it because I don't want to accidentally take someone else's content. So just know it's this car, you guys. It's a luxury car. It's going to be in A class. So we'll be able to do a base build with it. We'll go B through S+. If it'll get to S+, it should. Nil's really excited about it just because we're going to be rolling in something different in luxury. So it's a pretty cool looking car. Let me give you a pulse check on the Cornnut Crew Blacklist. So when you join the Cornnut Crew Blacklist, after you run a 605 on Shapeshifter, which that playlist could be changing, so we might update that as things go. But that is Hard 8, Buena Vista, and Blue Collar. You have to run a total time of 605. So that being said, we've got some guys that have already submitted. Let me move my camera down here so you guys can see everybody. We've got at the top, we got Stavey. He was the first one in, first one to get his 605 submitted. Scorpion, Shits on Chest, Adam, Lord JCS, Angelic, Slide, Frink, Tetsu, Imp, Alexis Cornhusk. I think that's one of the guys that are memeing because this person actually hasn't raced, but they set some crazy times under that name. I don't know who it is. I mean, there's a legit EA account titled Alexis Cornhusk that did some really good times on these tracks. Stolen Prius, Lexar, IF4 RSI, NC Meds, we call them Meds, Instalox, SVK Zoltan, Staleviski, and then Tire Iron. So we've got 19 guys that have done their 605s that have got into the Cornnut Crew Blacklist pool. The pool is all of these guys racing together. They've got to collect 10 wins racing each other to get into the Blacklist to start working their way up the actual numbered list. We have 2 guys that have already done that. And so big shout out to Slide QT. Slide runs drift builds. He's fun to watch. He runs a little different. So big shout out to Slide, and then also Imp. Impial also got that done. So both of those guys are now ranked 16 on the Cornnut Crew Blacklist, and they're going to start working their way up. Actually, Imp is going to be running Levi here real shortly, and he's going to be trying to get that 15th position. So it's never too late to join the Cornnut Crew Blacklist. We might have to make some changes after the update to get everything more flush with the new playlist, but at the end of the day, if you want to come and be a part of that, it's a great way to have some conversation, competition. It's 1v1 action. It's a lot of fun. So big shout out to those 2 guys and anybody else who submitted that's in there. These guys are doing a little different, so it's a lot of fun. That being said, I've showed you the new car, showed you what we're doing on the Cornnut Crew Blacklist. Let's dig into the Subaru because that's what you guys are really here for. So the engine that we are putting in the Subaru Impreza WRX STI, this is the 2006, the Hawkeye as we call it. The engine that you're running in this one is the third one over, is the 4.0 liter V8, 345 horsepower when we start. For the parts, you are running Elite Platinum, all of it. So it's Elite Platinum Induction, Elite Platinum ECU, Elite Platinum Fuel System, Elite Platinum Exhaust, Elite Platinum Screw Supercharger. I pivoted and went with the screw because for off-road, you want all the torque down low. So this gives us all the torque down low. And then with the way this car is set up, you get to run a super gold bottle of nitrous. Elite Platinum off-road suspension. This is the off-road build, you guys. If you want to run the street build, you just equip the normal road suspension. You equip the normal grip tires, take off the bottle, you're right there. You run Pro Silver brakes, Elite Platinum off-road tires, Sport Bronze clutch, Silver Pro 6-speed transmission. Make sure you put in the 6-speed and don't accidentally run the 5-speed because it'll take you out of the class. It's really funny how that the 6-speed is like less PI points than the 5-speed. Riddle me this, whatever. Elite Platinum differential, nitrous drift, nitrous grip for those auxiliaries. I think we will be running a lot of drift. Not drift builds, but you'll be sliding a lot in the off-road sections. We might pivot from nitrous grip and like drift, which is the micro drift setup for concrete, and we might go, if there's jumps and there's like lots of bounces and stuff, you might get more with nitrous jump. So like we might actually get to use some different auxiliaries in the off-road races. We'll just have to see what comes out tomorrow, but for now, this is how I have it set up, you guys. Just know that this is kind of a preliminary, like, here's what I've got, here's at least a car to go run with when the update drops, and then as we progress, we'll do stuff. I know that if you change the auxiliaries on this to, like, damage and being able to get away from the cops or healing, you will be able to get away from the police in this car, no problem. It does just fine on concrete, and then you can drive into the off-road sections of the forest and just cruise. So with the cop update coming tomorrow, this might also be a good cop slayer. For the handling, slide it all the way to the left, 80% grip. Steering sensitivity, I'm 2 clicks high. Downforce all the way high. Traction control off, drift entry, brake, tap. That is going to give you the Subaru WRX STI 2006. I don't have gameplay footage for this because it's literally Lakeside, and Lakeside's really not even that great of a track. It's actually my least favorite track in the game. It's kind of a meme within my Discord community. The guys know I hate it, so they're like, oh, let's run Lakeside. I'm like, oh, let's uninstall the game. I just don't like the track. So that being said, this is what we've got. The car does pretty good. It really does very good in the off-road sections. I do think you'll be able to get away from the cops in this, and the grip build of this is nutty. It's really quite fast. Some of you guys have asked me in the comments, in the Discord, Alex, are you not a member of the EA Creator Partner Network? No. I don't suck EA's dick. I don't care about any of that. Like, if I want to be under the thumb of somebody, it's going to be somebody that's actually going to pay me some real money, so it's worth it. These other guys are getting to experience stuff, but they can't share it with their communities. They have to wait until all of them drop the same content within a couple of minutes. And you can look and see who EA is picking. These guys are like, some of the guys in the Creator Network have 500 subs or followers on YouTube. Some of these guys have released no Need for Speed content ever, and then they're releasing videos as a gimme. Like, EA doesn't care who they pick. They only want people that they can control, and I'm not playing that. Like, I give you real content on the up and up. I don't fuck around. I don't play. If I say something's good, it's good. If I think it's bad, I'm going to tell you that. If I'm not happy with something, I'm going to be transparent with you. I'm a positive guy when it comes to stuff. Like, I'm optimistic about things, but I am not going to be muted because somebody is paying me to make a video. So just know that that's not something I'm affiliated with. I suffer a little bit on the content side because I'm a little late to the game on some stuff, but I'd rather be late to the game and transparent as opposed to have all the information and have to lie about it. So thank you guys so much for sticking with me. I appreciate you. If you would like to support what I'm doing, because EA certainly as hell isn't, Patreon's down below. You can help me out there. Come visit me on stream. We are going to be streaming the shit out of this game within the next 24 hours. I might even do a 24-hour stream if I get a lot of people watching. It's been on my kind of back burner idea. I've adjusted my sleep schedule to make it work. Should we do that? We'll just see how good the update is. If there's a lot to do, I might just go all in, you guys. And I'd do that for you. We'd have a lot of fun. Have a great rest of your day. give this car a build. I think you'll like it. Bye-bye.